Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ngayon po ay October 10, 2022, Lunes. At 76 days na lang, Pasko na. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Welcome po sa The Stock Market today. Ang balitang i-share natin ay tungkol sa Philippine Power Outlook for 2023. Bagong lahat, ako po si Benji Chidoro, isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. Araw-araw ko pong binabalita ang pinaka-latest news tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-aktibong stocks sa Philippine market. Kung gusto niyo po ng content, niimbitahan ko po kayong mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Meron po yung stocks na gusto niyo pa-review, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at aking pa-prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Ang mga sinasabi ko po dito ay hindi po financial advice. Get well soon, Mari. Again, we're praying for a quick recovery. May awang Diyos. Huwag po kayong alis dahil babahagi ko sa inyo ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw. October 10, 2022, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Don't go away. Okay, so puntahan na po natin ang ating financial headlines at ito po ay galing ng BDO Securities. Dollar reserves slide to 2-year low. BSP says no more off-cycle policy meeting this year. And in our sectoral and company news, DOE sees difficult power outlook for second quarter 2023. DOE widens coverage for priority and must dispatch for RE capacities. Philippine Airlines gear up for fourth quarter volume surge. So let's now go to our main news. Philippines faces dark power outlook next year. The country may face a difficult power supply situation throughout the first 6 months of the next year, according to Energy Secretary Rafael Lotilla. He said the Department of Energy sees a difficult first half of 2023 for the country in terms of power situation. The first half of next year will be difficult and we will need every source of power in order to bridge that period, Lotilla said in a Senate briefing last Friday. The first quarter will be a cool quarter. The difficult period is when the hot months come in. The DOE earlier said delays in some liquefied natural gas projects, as well as the inability of the Malapaya to produce more gas, would likely have an impact on the country's summer power supply. Lotilla said the agency has been working with all parties not only to ensure a stable power supply but also to address transmission problems. Because we have constraints on delivering power, there is standard power from Bataan coming from Metro Manila, and having that in time for the difficult months will be important, he said. Then we also have some solar plants that are coming on stream also toward the first quarter next year. And that also requires transmission line and substation access in order to be utilized. So that will help address some of the things the energy chief said. Lotilla said the DOE is encouraging own use facilities to be put up by companies because there they don't need to go through many requirements as long as it is in their own use or for non-commercial purposes, he said. For the Visayas and Mindanao, we hope that the National Grid Corporation will be on time in energizing the Mindanao to Visayas interconnection because from the 2023 scenarios we have presented, there will be at least 400 megawatts to 800 megawatts potential capacity that would be stranded in Mindanao, Lotilla said. Lotilla had previously expressed concern of the country's power outlook for the summer months next year when temperatures begin to rise and demand goes up. The DOE has already cited the importance of energy efficiency and conservation in order to help address potential shortages. Thin power reserves usually occur in the country during the dry season or summer months when temperatures are higher and demand soars. So yung commentary po dito ni BDO Securities is, we think spot prices will likely remain elevated due to high commodity prices and tight power supply situation, which benefit GenCos like AP, FGEN, and SCC. We have buy ratings for AP and FGEN while we are neutral on SCC. Okay, so yan po ang ating main news. And let's see if we have some comments here from our dear subscribers. Si Aaron Jandok Chineho, sabi niya, I'm watching you, Sir Benjing. I'm here in Hong Kong. Kamusta po kayo dyan, taga Hong Kong? Kamusta na ang stock market? Sir, makabawi pa kaya tayo sa losses about stock market? Ay naku, nakaka-stress. Huwag po kayo ma-stress. Tataas din po yan. Kung long term po ang inyong hawak, ano? Huwag po kayo mabahala. Pero kung short term, dapat may cut loss na po kayo. At kamusta po kayo dyan sa mga taga Hong Kong? Nagtrabaho din po ako dyan for a few months, a couple of years ago. Okay, sir, if I bought stocks using PhilStocks, where can I get my stock certificate? Gusto mong i-certificate yung stocks mo? I don't recommend, well, in my experience, pagka sine-certificate po kasi yung stocks, mahirap po ibenta. So, hayaan nyo na lang na nasa broker yan, nasa account nyo sa brokerage nyo. Mas madaling ibenta po yan. But if you prefer na i-certificate po, you ask your broker kung paano. Kasi PhilStocks is a brokerage house, I would assume, no? So, tanungin nyo po yung broker nyo kung paano i-certificate. But I wouldn't recommend that you certificate it. Ang hirap pong ibenta. Kasi masyadong hassle eh. Mahassle na po ang pagka i-certificate nyo yan. Mas hassle pa kung gusto nyo ibenta yung certificate, baka mawala pa yan sa inyo. Katakot-takot na affidavit at dokumento, kailangan nyo pagka nawala yan. Kailangan may SDB po kayo kung meron po kayo dyan. But if that is what you want, then you have to ask your broker. Yan lamang po ang aking advice. How is Dito? Tignan po natin, may news po dito si Dito sa corporate news, sinisingil siya ni PLDT. Ito, PLDT to Dito, pay 430 million for building transmission facilities. So, the PLDT, siguro ito yung service provider, di ba? Basahin lang nga natin sandali. PLDT Group on Saturday said its demand for 429.7 million pesos from Dito Telecommunications Corp in relation to the construction of transmission facilities for the third telco player has nothing to do with the interconnection capacity issue. PLDT understands that Smart is unable to give Dito any additional bandwidth until Dito agrees to compensate Smart for illegal overseas call traffic that is coming from Dito, which defrauds Smart and the government of legitimate income. So, iba pa lang issue yan. This has nothing to do with Dito's refusal to pay an overdue obligation to PLDT transmission facilities that Dito has asked PLDT to build, which Dito has leased from PLDT, and which, to repeat, Dito continues to use, it added. The company disclosed on Friday last week Dito's defaulted 430 million peso obligation owed to PLDT. According to Dito, parties have initiated talks to amicably resolve the issue, but PLDT, in material breach of the dispute resolution mechanism under the parties' agreement, still proceeded in pursuing this unreasonable claim. Smart's adamant refusal to augment Dito's capacity to interconnect with Smart subscribers has no small degree compromised Dito Smart voice traffic, adding to the underutilization of their initial bandwidth capacity provided by Smart to Dito. the third telco player said in a statement. Thus, Dito, in a series of letters to PLDT and prior to the delivery of the subject transmission facilities, informed the latter that the same are no longer needed. Actually, dalawang issue po ito, no? Isa yung bandwidth capacity na meron siyang understanding with Smart. And the other one is yung pinagawa niyang transmission facilities through PLDT. So, yung demand ni PLDT to pay 429.7 million is different from the bandwidth issue. And therefore, yung demand niya for that 429 million for the construction of transmission facilities, yan po sinisingil ni PLDT, iba pa po yung bandwidth, no? And therefore, well, alam po ninyo may problema dito sa cash flow eh. At hindi siya makabayad, ano? Marami siyang utang at cash strapped siya, no? So he has to sell some of his assets in order to pay his obligations. And nasa news na siya recently, no? With BDO, no? Demanding payment for his long overdue loans. Anyway, I hope everything goes well with this, ano? Kasi hindi magandang pangitain yan for Dito na nagde-default sila sa kanilang mga loans at well, I hope ma-resolve sana ito sa lalong madaling panahon dahil nagtatank po yung shares ni Dito eh. Okay, so let's now go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index on what happened today. Okay. Sorry po, sana po hindi po masyado maingay. Ako po lumipat sa isang remote location. Ito na po ang ating index. Naku, bumagsak na naman. And expected po yan, ano? Dahil nag-recapitulate lang po at nagkaroon lang ng recovery. And then, bababa po uli yan. And probably even lower, no? Nasa 55 or 54 level yung na-plot nating next resistance level. So, bumaba po siya ng 99.61 points or 1.68% down. Nasa 58.32.58. Ang market activity naman natin, mas marami ang bumaba, no? 158 companies, 36 ang umabante at 37 ang hindi nagbago. Ang all-share index natin, bumaba rin ng halos kapantay ng PSE index, 1.61%. Lahat po ng ating sectoral indices ay down, led by the holding companies at 2%. Okay, yung ating most active stocks, actually tignan po natin yung mga nag-figure out sa news kanina, no? At yung request ng ating mga subscribers, si Dito, si AP, FGEN, SEC, tignan natin si SEB, at mag-positive naman po tayo, Glow. Yan po, may SR po yan. Okay, so umpisahan na po natin kay Dito. Si Dito ay talagang bearish po si Dito. Nawalan po siya ng 19 centavos or 6.96%, ano? Kasi hindi po maganda yung cash flow niya eh. Yun ang nagiging problema ni Dito. At alam nyo, it went as high as 17 pesos to, no? 17.57 at one point. Ito po noong February 2021, ano? Ngayon ay magkano na lang po si Dito? Nasa 2 pesos and 54 centavos. And oversold na po ang stock niya, no? Ang RSI po niya nasa 15.36. So in the short term, if you will be drawing, mag-draw nga tayo ng, let's see, a parallel channel. Yan po, no? Yan po ang pinaka-parallel channel ni Dito. At ito po ay from January up to the present. So, ang pinaka-support ni Dito nasa 254. Support level na po ito, no? based dito sa ating parallel channel. At I'm sorry, ang ating support level ay adjust lang natin ng konti. Yeah, correct. Nasa 254 po ang ating support level at ang ating resistance nasa 341. Pero bearish po. Hindi po maganda ang lagay ni dito based dito sa ating technicals. Yung susunod po natin ay si AP or Aboitiz Power at naku, moving sideways po si Aboitiz Power, and just like, well, it's buckling the trend, ano? Kasi ang ating index ay pababa, ngunit sa Aboitiz Power, let's draw nga a Darvas box. Yan po. And since January, sideways po ang kanyang movement. No? So, you can play po the support and resistance, buy on support, sell on resistance, dahil ang support natin, based dito sa historical niya, on January 2022, ay 30.34, at ang resistance nasa 32.76. You may want to play that, ano? Based dito sa historical. At yung ating RSI nasa gitna lang po, nasa 52. Pero a little bit bearish. Sorry, it's a little bit bullish kasi 50 po yung midpoint. Okay, next we have FGEN. Ito mga power companies po will figure out during the summer months kasi pino-project ng DOE na magkakaroon po ng shortage in power at ang makikinabang po niyan ay yung mga power companies. Dahil short po yung supply ng electricity, tataasan po nila yung kanilang presyo. Okay, pagdating naman dito sa FGEN, naku, nasa 15.86, bearish din po ang trend, ano? At support is here. Support area na po ito. Nasa 1586 ang support level, and the higher the resistance level, higher resistance po nandito sa 1954. At yung ating indicators, yung short, medium, and long-term moving averages na exponential ay bearish. RSI is also bearish at 39. And by the way, bago po ako magpatuloy, nakita ko lang po ito kanina, no? Kung titignan po natin yung PhilStar, SEC approves Philippines first ever corporate debt vehicle. So, ang pangalan po ng kumpanya ay Atram Unitized Corporate Debt Vehicle. Hindi po ito bumibili ng mga utang ng korporasyon, no? Yun po ang unang impression ko. Ang ginagawa po ng kumpanyang ito ay bumibili po siya ng mga bonds ng mga kumpanya. At they look for investors para mag-invest dun sa binibili nilang bonds. It's a pool of securities. So, bumibili sila ng bonds ng Ayala, bonds ng Metro Pacific, bonds ng marami po, mga malalaking kumpanya po yan. Yan po ang ginagawa po ng Atram Unitized Corporate Debt Fund. Parang UITF ang dating, ano? Kasi may NAV, I suppose magkakaroon po ng net asset value po ito para maging similar o magiging similar po sa mga binebenta po ngayong UITF at saka mutual funds. Okay, magpatuloy po tayo. Tapos na po tayo sa FGEN, and then tignan naman po natin si SCC. Neutral po ang BDO-SEC. Oops, nagta-taper off, pero bullish po yung long term natin, no? Bullish pa rin po. At nasa 40.25. Tignan na natin yung presyo ni BDO Securities sa SCC. Ang kanyang rating sa Semirara Mining and Power ay neutral, And yung target price po niya is 44. So konting-konti na lang po, 8.9%. At neither buy nor sell. Pero yung short and medium term indicator natin ay mukhang nagbabago na po ang trend. Ano? In the meantime, ang support level ay ilagay po natin sa EMA 100, nasa 38.26, samantalang ang ating resistance ay nandito po sa areang to, yan, nasa 43.15 more or less. And yung RSI po natin nasa 48, midpoint lang po but more on the bearish side. And then, tignan naman natin si Cebu Pacific. Si CEB ay based dito sa news article or article po, PH Airlines gear up for fourth quarter volume surge. No? So, bearish po siya. Bearish po si CEB. No? Pero maganda po yung prognosis sa kanya. No? Dahil magsa-surge po ang passengers sa fourth quarter, especially during the Christmas season. Meron mang study si dito. Cebu Air, meron. Neutral din po siya. Nasa 35.7, nasa 48 pesos yung kanyang target price with a 34.3% upside. Neither buy nor sell. Neutral si BDO set. Okay, sorry po about that. Medyo maingay lang po. Yung ating resistance, ang pinakamalapit po niyan ay nandito. No, nasa 1908. Samantalang ang support level ay hanapin po natin based dito sa 1-week chart. Next support, I think this is support level already. Support na po ito at 35, 34 more or less. Finally, we have Glow. Si Glow ay balik po natin sa 1 day. Yan, umakyat po siya ng 10 pesos at moving sideways lang po. No? Mukhang starting at this point noong August 23 up to the present, sideways po ang movement ni Glow. So, if we'll be drawing a short-term Darvas box, yan po, no? More or less, yan po ang pinaka-movement po niya. 22.75 ang pinaka-resistance at ang support nasa 20.23. Meron po siyang SRO sa 1680 pero tapos na po yung X-date nito. Kung meron po kayong Glow at nag-avail po kayo ng stock rights, ay above market or below market po at a discount po yung kanyang SRO at magandang bumili. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. Ika-10 ng Oktubre 2022. Ito po si Benji Chidoro nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik at hanggang sa muli. Stay safe, God bless, and bye for now.